Hey, what's up, Arnimane? My name is Arnimane, and welcome to another episode of Would You Rather. This is episode number 93. If you missed any previous episodes, there will be a link in the description that'll take you to the entire playlist. And if you have any Would You Rather questions you'd like me to answer in the next episode, make sure you leave them down in the comments section below. And before we get into this week's questions, do me a favor and hit that like button, show your support for the channel, for the series, for me, and all that stuff. And all it does, it helps the channel grow. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump right in to this week's Would You Rather questions. Starting us off this week, we have Dark Teen Titan, who asks, would you rather eat vomit-flavored foods or endure torture forever? So the thing is, if I'm eating vomit-flavored foods for the rest of my life here, assuming that both of these are forever, then technically wouldn't I be enduring torture for the rest of my life as well? Like, it's kind of a twofold there. But definitely, I think I'd much rather pick the vomit-flavored foods. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some tasty vomit flavors out there, right? I don't know. I am making assumptions that there's different flavored vomits. But anyways, but enduring torture for the rest of my life, does that mean I'm like confined to a chair or a table and, you know, or whatever, some kind of contraption, and I'm constantly getting tortured in some way, shape, or form, whether it be, I don't know, whipped, or that old-fashioned, I don't know, Chinese water-dripping device. I should ask Bly what it's called, he might know. I don't even think he's Chinese, but anyways. Moving on. You know, like, it just seems like I would live a very confined life if I was to endure torture forever. You know, constantly being locked in, I guess, a dark, dank room, cellar, I don't know, being whipped, and many different kinds of torture devices being applied to me just doesn't sound very pleasant to me. But, you know, if I had, all I have to do is just endure eating vomit-flavored foods for the rest of my life, I think I'd much rather take that option than, you know, being confined to a room or a device for that matter, and just being tortured. It's really painful. You know, it's just like anything, like any kind of food. You may not like it at first, but eventually you get used to it. You know, like I used to not like beer. Now it's tolerable for me. I still don't prefer it, but I'll drink it when I'm in the mood. You know what I mean? You know, it's just kind of I guess I would have to acquire the vomit-flavored food taste. So I think that's the route I'm going to take there. Eat vomit-flavored foods for the rest of my life rather than endure torturous activities for the rest of my life. That sounds like hell. I don't know anyone who would pick that one. But anyways, thank you for your question, Dark Teen Titan. Let us move on to the next one. Michelle G asks, would you rather go back to school or go to another job? The way I see it is, if I go back to school, I might as well get another job as well. So that kind of like overlaps the second one here, because if I'm going back to school, I'm going back for, I'm assuming another degree or whatever, or diploma or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And in a different field, and why would I go back to school, get a diploma or whatever you want to call it, a degree in another field, and then not get a new job in that field, and then just rather than, you see what I'm saying? Like, why would I go back to school, go to a new field, get my education in that field, and just go back to my regular job that I have now that doesn't require any kind of special education? So, and to me, it's just like when you say go to another job, it just means go to another job that is probably at the same pay rate, if not maybe a bit more. You can only go so far in your job without, I guess, formal education. So I think I would much rather go back to school and then get a new job in that field. That way, I'll end up making more money than I do now. So I think that I'll go with that. Go back to school. As much as I hate school, as boring as school can be, I'd much rather take that route and then go get myself that higher end job, I guess you could call it, further myself in that career and all that stuff, rather than just getting a new job that's probably just going to be the same kind of bullshit that we go through day in and day out right now. But anyway, thank you for your question, Michelle G. I say we move on to the next one. And our last question comes in from Egthin324, who asks, would you rather eat nothing but grapes for the rest of your life or nothing but burgers? I think this is kind of obvious. Like, okay, well, I'm not not much of a fan of grapes. Like, it's good. I like them every once in a while, but it's nothing like, oh my god, I can go for a bag of grapes right now. It's not, to me, grapes aren't anything epic. Sure, they're tasty, they're good, but it's not like I said, it's nothing like I crave for. You know, like grapes for me is something that, like, oh look, there's grapes in the fridge, I'm just gonna eat some of those. It's not like I go up like, you know what, I need to go get a couple pounds of grapes right now. I need to get a nice big fat bag of grapes and I need to pig out on them. However, when it comes to burgers are one of those things that I would crave all the goddamn time. Those ones, I'm thinking about burgers right now. My mouth is watering. Like, oh god, oh Jesus, here we go. Me talking about food again. Oh god, I just feel fat right now. But yeah, anyways, burgers, like, you know, okay, so yeah, sure, there's probably a health concern about me eating burgers all the time. Granted, grapes most likely are healthier, but you know, it's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some healthier like things you can do with your burgers, like, you know, rather than I don't know, some way you can prepare it. You know, again, you said burgers, you didn't say hamburgers, so, you know, technically that's not limiting me to just beef. I could have a chicken burger or a fish burger, whatever they're called, fish fillet burgers, I don't know. I could have something like that and choose some healthier alternatives to just, you know, having a beef burger of some sort. So, and of course there's veggie burgers as well if I feel like going that route. And just, you know, if I just watch the toppings on there, you know, maybe just a little bit of ketchup, maybe not a lot of cheese, you know. I could make burgers work for the rest of my life. Of course, you know, I'd have to work out or exercise more than I do now if I'm going to be having a lifestyle of just burgers. Can you imagine that if I went on the McDonald's diet? Kind of like Jared from Subway. I went on the McDonald's diet and I lost a lot of weight because I was smart with how I ate my burgers, and of course the continuous workouts. But I think that would be actually kind of funny and cool to do. But if it is that, like, I think McDonald's would be a bad example of that. You'd probably have to go somewhere like a more non-fast food restaurant that makes burgers and kind of get them, I guess, you know, professionally made kind of burgers. I don't know, like a mom and pop kind of restaurant. I don't know. But anyways, moving on. I think I'd much rather take burgers over grapes. Like I said, grapes aren't exactly the pull me in, sucker me in kind of food. However, burgers are, and with a lot of, you know, planning, I could probably work around the health issues that living off burgers would give me. So anyways, thank you for your question, Egthin324, and guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button for me. Don't forget to leave your would you rather question down in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, stay dirty.